Hi everyone, we're live from the desk of Melissa Sweets. A little bit of a change though. I'm no longer at my desk. I know you guys are used to seeing me, from my home office and doing what I do. But this time around, we took it up a little notch. We hired a whole crew. We have a very special guest in the building, and that is why. And as I continue coming out with these episodes, that's exactly what's going to happen. We're just going to keep taking it to the next level because, as you progress, right? Changes everything, right? And that's why I have Mely Mel here because she's going through a lot of changes. She's doing a lot of great things in the industry. I feel like I connect with her a lot, especially on her posts. I love her fucking captions. So let's get to it, right? Shout outs to Rich Vega for putting this all together and EVR Studios. Thank you so much here in Union City where I actually grew up. Shout outs to Jersey. So let's get right into it. I have Mely Mel. Por favor, introduce yourself. En inglés, en italiano, como quiera.
Well, you already did, Gracias. Le mando saludos a todo el público que te sintoniza. Gracias por la invitación. Thank you for receiving me in your studios. You have a great vibe. I love it. I loved it since I walked in.
Yay. That's the whole point.
And
I want you to feel comfortable,
Yeah, and I saw, faces I'm familiar with, and it's actually a great vibe from the get-go, so.
Yes, shout out to my girl J-Lo who's also here. What's up?
Hey, J-Lo, the pediatrician.
But I want to give you a proper introduction. Ella se llama la mamá del rap.
Nah, they ain't ready. Viene película, William Levy. No tienen peso, yo caigo heavy. Le doy su piñata sin el confeti. La sopa de la resaca. Mi Leti si tienen la huesa caca. Yo no pido, me la dan por pa' acá. Cotorra volando y la tuya tranca. Mi flow no descontinúa. La bocúa gana capicúa. A cocoteo tú el que insinúa. La que me tiran todas son cuernudas. La detona paciencia. Para pa'l carajo, si no te amara. Te diera par de golpes bajos. Si no te amara, sé que no aguantaría tanto. Si no te amara, el amor es una cosa rara. Yo te mandara pa'l carajo. Si no te amara, te diera par de golpes bajos. Si no te amara, sé que no aguantaría tanto. Si no te amara, el amor es una cosa rara.
You love salsa, hip hop, jazz growing up, right? That was your inspiration. Now, who put you on to all those genres? Tenía que haber alguien que te dijo, que puso el cassette o puso el record y dijo, y tú como niñita escuchando. ¿Quién fue que te?
Claro, it would be my best friend. He had all the CDs, he had LPs, he was a real hip hop head. So when I heard the first track he played of Tupac, I was like, I've never listened to rap before. So I was like, damn, you could go all out like that and your mama won't spank you? Like, where they mamas at? You know what I mean?
Did you come from like strict parenting?
Sí.
Or, yeah.
So when I heard this music, I was, 9 years old? You imagine the type of impact this causes in me. So I'm like, this is how I really speak, in my life. So this is how I would like music to be all the time, like real like this, because I come from merengue, salsa, where everything is so bien puesto,
packaged up,
bonito.
Right? Yep.
And then you hear Pac like, first off, fuck your bitch, and then I'm like, yes, oh my God, yes. Like you can really, have a bad day when you rap, you know what I mean? You can, and people is okay about it. And this is what started giving me versatility to write, because I used to like poetry and stuff like this. So when I hear Tupac rapping like this, I start changing my way of writing. Like I'm being a little more explicit, a little more real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like not so
more transparent, right?
Claro.
Yeah.
So then I really took this, personal. I started asking for more of this music. So it was like, okay.
And that's when you met Lauryn Hill.
This is when I met Lauryn Hill. Like my boy had the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and he's like, you see, this is what you should be listening to. Tupac is too hard for you. And I was not. Yeah, so like I stuck to Lauryn, and I was like, damn. So I kept getting in more. This times there was no internet. Like you couldn't go on YouTube, and you really had to go on Addis or Napster and stuff like that. Like the real TBTs, Playboy. Like you had to go there to get these tracks. So I was like, yes. And now I'm listening, and I'm like, this is what I want. So Me encantó, me identifiqué con el hip hop, me identifiqué because you have to, this is like the only genre that requires you to be real. You know what I mean? You could do pop, merengue, whatever. You're gonna be extra produced, 1,000 producers, 3,000 managers. Do this, don't do this.
Dress
don't,
like this.
No, don't think, don't talk, don't laugh. But hip hop is like, listen, guys, this is me.
Right.
If you like me, well, you're gonna like me. You're not gonna like the creation of 15 producers and 13 managers. This is just me. So this is me. You like me? All right. So let's do music.
Mobb Deep was, I heard him, you know, first I really heard TLC when I was in 5th grade, and then I heard Biggie, but then I turned 14 and like, you know, I went to I went from a Catholic school to a public school, you know, for all my life. My parents, you know, very strict.
Contact.
Very, yeah. And then,
advisory.
right, and then I heard Mobb Deep,
Parental.
and I was just like, oh, just like you. I was like, yes, I want to fuck some shit up, you know? And Mobb Deep was like that for me, and that really, like, I was like, all right, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. This is what I love. And I actually have a gift for you, you know? It's actually a vinyl record. It's called Win or Lose.
Oh my God.
It's a very classic Mobb Deep song. And you know, I say the whole win or lose because, you know, he doesn't give a fuck if you win it or lose it.
LPs in 2018. Thank you so much. You know what's crazy?
You're welcome.
The first song I ever, la primera canción que me dedicaron fue Mobb Deep, Hey Love.
I love that fucking song. I know every single
That's
ad-lib.
the first song.
I know every single ad-lib. 112's the whole thing till the end.
That's the first song a guy ever dedicated to me.
That's a fucked
was
up
Mobb
song,
Deep, Hey Love featuring 112. Ya tú sabes.
Yes.
I was like, oh.
Yes, that was one of my
I'm
favorites.
loved.
So win or lose, you know, the song, the context is very much, you know, I don't give a fuck what you think. Basically, I'm a win, I'm a lose, I'm a still do me. And I feel like that goes a lot with your personality and you as an artist.
And you know? They had heart because they went at Tupac.
I know.
Like when they was
19?
Claro,
19 years old they started.
So you gotta give it up to them because they had the heart to come at the greatest.
Right, exactly.
So,
yes. Let's talk about your whole Dragon Queen album now, right? You know, the one song that really stood out for me was, I'm not sure if it's a part of it yet, but IDGAF, I don't give a fuck.
IDGAF.
Is it on Dragon
Yes.
Queen? Okay, perfect. So that was the first song that I heard from you, and I was like, oh, shit.
Es verdad.
Sí, esa fue la primera, honestamente.
That's how it popped, huh?
And I heard that, and I was like, ooh, I like this girl's attitude, you know? And I really resonated with it. Then you had the other song come out with the video, which I thought was so dope, Si No Te Amara. Then I saw that video come out, and I saw how you were like, ugh, you know, Si No Te Amara, bro, you wouldn't even fucking be here. Like, I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Thank you.
So,
We all been through that.
yes. So now you have Cuando Salimos, right? Which is also a dope track. You transition between the Spanish to the English, back and forth, which I love that. And, you know, you announce yourself. You're like, I'm from fucking DR. And, you know, whether you like me or not, none of you guys put money in my pocket to do my grind. So.
That's basically
Right?
what it is. Cuando Salimos actually a track that's been pending since 2016. Yeah, it was actually gonna come out with Ali.
Okay.
Yeah, we did the track in High Quality Studio, but then he was supposed to come out to DR to do the video for it, but I guess he was too busy. So I was like, all right, so I'm busy too. So I just took out the track by myself, tú sabes, but he's still my boy, I still got love for him, but
You want to keep it moving.
Claro, tú sabes, pero esa canción, the first verse is completely new. The second verse is from 2016. That's why I mentioned the Pokemon. Because in that time, everybody was on that Pokemon.
Go.
So I was like, yeah, I'm getting money trying to get that Pokemon. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Pero these tracks they have like the sound of the wave. Tú sabes, even though people back then did not listen to the trap music that we was doing, the song now is actually having more aceptación because there's a wave now. Pero antes uno hacía los trap, vamos a suponer, tú vas.
And they weren't fucking with it?
You go get my track Stop Running from 2008. It got recorded in 2007 actually, pero tú sabes, no había de que sea esa bulla de YouTube. And esto trap, le decían como bounce. Trap you listen to La Medicina, you listen to Tú No Lo Sabes, con Sensato y Padrino, todas esas canciones son trap. Pasa que antes, tú sabes, como, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Y ahora qué es eso, verdad? ¿Viste qué es eso? Ah, ¿te gustó? Entonces ahora lo que la gente hace es aprovecharse de la ola.
Yep.
Pero yo no me estoy aprovechando de la ola porque a mí me gusta el trap. Desde siempre, desde antes de todo el mundo cree en el trap.
You have been named one of Pandora's Latin artists to watch in 2018. It's a huge deal. Okay.
Claro, Pandora, mi gente de Pandora que siempre me están apoyando, que incluso fueron yo creo que lo primero que me pusieron en un playlist a nivel digital. Así que gracias Pandora por ese shout out. Mis inicios, it was like, como te dije, back in 2005 was when I officially decided to do this.
Right.
What I started doing is freestyling like back in 2004, 2003.
Right.
Ya yo improvisaba, yo iba para la discoteca El Túnel. That was one of the popping clubs out there where people used to go out and freestyle.
In DR.
In DR.
And we had a tunnel out here too in New York City.
El Túnel, Fusion Rose, the Basement were the 3 clubs in DR where you used to go freestyle. I'm well known in all of them. Ya tú sabes. From here, then back like in 2005, I met the Lo Correcto, which is like the Dominican Wu-Tang Clan.
Ooh.
Yeah, Lo Correcto.
Now I gotta look them up.
Yeah, Lo Correcto, they like the Dominican Wu-Tangs. Conceptualmente hablando, son lo que representan ese grupo, tú sabes.
Nice.
Sí, porque we have like the Dominican NWA, que vienen siendo campamentos.
He loves NWA.
Campamento Revolucionario is like the Dominican NWA. And then like Lo Correcto is like another generation que vive más para adelante, which is like the Wu-Tang. Right. Entonces, incluso I saw a sticker of the CEO, Tony Hasbun.
Oh, that's what you were looking at before.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's the CEO of Lo Correcto.
Nice.
So back in them days, I used to freestyle in the studio. I used to chill, tú sabes, trying to make a name, trying to, get opportunities because there was no other ways to do it. You had to do your own PR.
Right.
So what I did, I met the producer that made my first track, which happens to be my baby daddy. He was introduced by me by DJ Jota, because DJ Jota had already seen me freestyling in the clubs. So he took me to Nico. I was like, I want to do this track. It's a R&B, hip-hop-ish sound. So this was going to be my first professional recording in the studio, so you already know. So this track, I put so much effort into doing this track. It was like, I didn't want it to sound explicit or nothing. I wanted it to be like commercial, like to break
really
in.
Pop. Yep.
Tú sabes. And I got chosen to open the Nori concert of 2006 in DR when Nori came to DR with...
Was this like the Nina Sky days?
2006. The party was called Summer Sound 2006, and Nori came down to DR. He performed...
I remember that.
He performed in La Guacarataína. I was the girl that opened the show. And there was Big Mado, Tony Touch, DJ Pro Style, D Vasquez from the whole BT... cameras.
Got you, yes.
They covered the whole show. Zion y Lennox. From DR was DJ Scuff. He was playing. Venja Carolina in the days that she was popping. Ya tú sabes, loco. Ahí yo abrí el concierto de Nori in the Dominican Republic in 2006. So
he was lit.
I made it. What?
Done.
I was like, what? Speak to
First
my manager.
Song,
I didn't even
headliner.
have a manager, and I was sending people to talk to my manager. I was like, yeah, go talk to my manager, man. I'm a star. So this is when I realized, I was like, you know what? I want to do this. I really want to do this.
This is it for me.
I want people to support my music. So I started doing this officially And here I am. It has never stopped since that day that I got on stage. It has never stopped. I was like, you know what? Whatever it is, if it is writing, if it is rapping, I like to do music. I like the sounds, you know what I mean? And this is what I want to do. And you could tell, like, I'm telling you, I sing a lot of songs from different genres, just good music. I don't know what they're saying, what language they're singing, and then you hear me singing the song, and I don't know who sings it, but it's like it stays in my soul, like the sounds. It doesn't matter what it is.
You don't even know it's actually influencing.
I don't even know.
But
I don't
it's
even know
influencing.
what kind of genre it is. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, que esta música tan rica. Like, I like music. That's why I do rap, because it identifies my personality. Like, I don't like to pose. I don't like to be on some bullshit. Tú sabes, I'm me. So that's why I choose hip hop.
Right.
But I could write balada, pop, reggaeton, salsa, whatever, because I like music.
And that will come as you progress as an artist. You know that, right?
Yeah, I've done a lot of genres, but I like better to see somebody else that has the line, that projection doing it. Like, let's say I write a reggaeton for somebody. I can't do a reggaeton because that requires me to come out with shorts, shades, show my ass a little bit, get the titties done. Like, it requires a whole image, a projection. So, like, it's not, oh, why don't you do it? It's just like,
Just doesn't work
I
that
could
way.
just do it for somebody that has that image, and we both get the guap.
paid.
You know what I mean? We get money.
That's the business
No hay
mindset,
egoísmo,
you know what I
tú
mean?
sabes, vamos a hacerlo así, pero people think that if you do not interpret a certain type of genre, you're not a complete artist.
As a female artist in the male-dominant Dominican urban scene, you've said, I've had to rap and work twice as hard to get recognition and respect, right? But being a woman in the boys' club, you also stated, guys don't see me as a direct competition, so I get support from them.
When it comes to the
My
branding,
thing is just, how do you deal with this shit? You know, like, what kind of
just-
advice can you give to other women that are going through this, that are getting hate from probably both sides, from the women and from the men?
not to deal with it. I don't deal with it. No, I really don't give a fuck. Tú sabes, like, I'm the type of person, like, you could do some as long as you don't touch my son, we good. Like, I could see you, what's good, hey, what's poppin'? Chilling, that's it. I'm out. I'm not gonna ask you how your mama, I don't care. But I'm gonna say hi to you just so I don't seem that I don't have education in front of the people that don't know what type of rat you are. Because then they're gonna be like, oh,
Always play the better person.
exactly. Because then if I know you're a fucked up person. But if I don't say hi when I walk in, who's the fucked up person gonna seem like?
Kill him with fucking kindness.
Exactly. So
That's always been my motto.
so at the end of the day, when you do this and you create a habit of doing this, you eventually stop giving a fuck. Because it's like you're so used to pretending that you don't exist that you stop existing for me.
Yep.
So is I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, when I was younger and I was like a little more immature, I used to like, that shit used to get at me. Like, damn, but why? Like, what have I done to you? Why? Is it because I don't pay you? Because I don't give you some pussy? Like, what is the problem? But then I started realizing these guys, they kind of females too. I heard some comments, you know what I mean?
I feel like it's not
So
really
I'm
your
like-
problem. It's their problem. It's on ellos.
Yeah, because, like, a real man does not go at a girl. That's the first thing. A real man does not compete with a girl, does not offend a girl, a real man doesn't do that. So this is when you start realizing there's something funny with dude. You know what I mean? It's just that there's many people, but there's always one or two dudes that are very influential. And people might take that like, oh, why they hate you so much? Nah, I don't get hate. I get a lot of hate from 2 or 3. Since I come from a small piece of land, 2 or 3 might seem a lot. But it's not a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get a lot of love from everybody. But the persons who I don't get love from are the same persons that nobody else gives them love for the same reason. Because, like, you always have a problem with everybody. So I'm just one of your list. Another person you don't get along with. So you gotta check yourself.
Absolutely.
Cause like my people been my people for 10 years, 15 years, 12 years, 8 years. I keep the same people around, but you're always, in new circles. So you gotta check yourself. So this is when I stopped giving a fuck. Cause I see you're the problem, not me.
You've done 2 movies. You signed to Empire recently.
I've done 8 movies.
Right. You've done 8? Oh my God. Okay. See, so update us. Yes, no, update us. Because I only saw that you had 2. You know what I mean? So
I got nominated for 2.
Okay.
I actually got nominated and won for Best Actress in Locas y Atrapadas, which I wasn't really acting. I was being myself, so that's why I got hated on. Because she's being herself. It's not fair. But yes, be yourself.
Always.
And I got nominated for Best Supporting Actress in the movie Voces de la Calle.
Nice.
For Premios Iris. And I won the Premio La Silla for the Best Actress in Locas y Atrapadas. After this, I've done 6 other movies.
Wow. ¿Y eso va a seguir?
Claro. Like, I get hired for this. And I've always loved the cine because this is what I really studied in university. What I really studied was films. I like to direct. I like to do videos and stuff, but I ended up in front of the camera, so I guess I got to use
Which is
makeup.
good for you because that also helps you as an artist because you see it. No? You don't use it?
Like, I think one of the worst things that happened to me was, meeting the environment that you need to use to conduct your music to the fans. Like, I thought that doing music was just like making music and people will get it. But no, you have to go through all these mediums and, nasty people and fakeness to get your music out there. So, like, I'm a person that I love privacy. I don't like to wear makeup. I like to wear sneakers,
heard that about you,
so, like, having to be, like, all pretty and pink all day is like,
girl, you're telling me? If I could be in my kicks all the time, I'd be happy as hell.
I'd be happy, man, chilling with my son, like cooking for the friends and stuff. So, pero, this is what I got for doing what I do.
Right.
So I ended up in front of the camera. This is what I got to do. Okay, I do it. But sometimes.
But you know how to turn it on and off.
Claro. That's why I'm like, you go out with me in the yard to the streets and everybody's going to ask for pictures. Everybody's going to stop me because I don't go out. Like
but that's good because they want you
never
more.
See me. Like, the people that have pictures with me is in supermarkets.
That's real.
Because they bump into me in the supermarkets. Like, hey, you want a picture? And I'm like, oh, I look all fucked up because I'm wearing, like, shorts and flip-flops, and I didn't do my hair, I don't wear makeup. And I'm like, hey, what's poppin'? Tú sabes, making grocery shopping, tú sabes. Pero, I mean, my plans was not to end up in front of the camera, but behind. Being a writer, a video, a movie director. This is my real passion. But I guess I got to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, you're kind of mixing it all now with the music and everything.
But yeah, like, if I ever get to be like a billionaire, trust me, I'm going to do
No, you're going to be a billionaire. Put that out
from
there.
your lips to God's ears, man. But I'm going to be chilling with Steven Spielberg and James Cameron and Quentin Tarantino and all these dudes. I'm going to be like, hey, what's poppin'?
You've given me such a great interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the invitation and thank you for the gift.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So thank you guys. It's a wrap from the desk of Melissa Sweets. See you next time.
In the bottle, we never chase. The check came and now you checking out each other's face. They leaving one by one while I'm laughing at you and I'm blowing haze. Mi mesa parece verano, la tuya parece otoño. Si tú no tienes tu cuarto, pa' que salga a la calle Toño. Las mujeres que son de tu